Hello. I am back again, this time to talk about my favourite person in the world, everyone's favourite person in the world, Miss Katie Hopkins, or Mrs. Katie Hopkins, I'm sure she would insist. Anyway, this woman has been deplatformed, essentially, by Twitter. She's been permanently banned. I think for like inciting hatred and inciting violence too many times. So I'm just gonna check this whilst I'm talking to you. But I want to say that I can't stand the woman. I think she's a vile caricature of a right-wing person. I don't even think she believes half of the things that she says. I think the part of her whole shtick is being inflammatory. I think that's kind of what she's been aiming for a while. I don't think she actually cares about what she says at all. Having said that, I don't think that these private companies should be able to dictate who gets a platform and who doesn't. And I understand the argument. I understand the very capitalist argument that it's not a public commodity. Private companies can have their own terms of service, own rules, everything. I understand all of that. I do. But when you've got your platform being used, for example, by the President of the United States to share information about what is literally happening, like, it's clearly not just a social media platform. It's something else as well, I think. And I as much as I really can't stand that woman, I don't think that taking her platform away is A, going to change anything, and B, improve Twitter in any way, because the people who follow her are still there. They're apparently sharing "I am Katie Hopkins" as a hashtag. I mean, that in itself is a piss take, obviously. I mean, what people are doing there is equating someone being taken off of a social media platform with a terrorist incident that killed people. That's what they're doing there. So that's ridiculous in its own right. Anyway, that can be criticised standalone. But again, that is kind of part of the problem with deplatforming people like this, is they get to be martyred. And I use the example of like Alex Jones, Tommy Robinson, right? So the people who follow those people are still following those people. They just go to their private websites to do it. So I think that if anything, what you're doing is encouraging the people who do follow that to just go further down the rabbit hole and never ever come across any information that challenges their opinion anymore. I really do not support deplatforming at all. Take down individual tweets for sure. Keep doing that, but keep doing that. Surely that is a better way of engaging with someone who is doing things that you don't like. Surely pulling them up on it each time is better and going to have a better effect in the long run than you just going, well, it's not my problem, get to fuck, you know? And that does seem to be everyone's sort of approach to everything nowadays. And okay, so I was wrong with the Charlie Hebdo thing. Apparently, according to an independent article, someone proposed it based on I am Spartacus. All her disciples, it was suggested, should say this. Who would want to say that? I am Katie Hopkins. What are you standing for? Because she doesn't stand for anything, that's the thing. So by saying that, what are you aligning yourself with? Like, quite clearly, all she says is inflammatory stuff that gets clicks and views and advertising revenue, I'm sure. She doesn't care about what she says. She just likes she likes attention, you know? But yeah, so she got banned because of hateful stuff, which is, you know, not wrong, but I just do wonder what actually is achieved through a ban. I really do. Especially considering, like, this person is still given an official platform within newspapers and, like, TV shows and things like that. So it's not like this is going to have a real effect. I mean, this is what she does. Maybe it... No, see, that's the thing. I don't think any of this changes anyone's mind on anything. That's the problem. So the people who follow her, who support her in any way, they will feel justified in, and they will double down on their censorship from the liberal elite stuff, because, I mean, it does come across that way. The only thing within that argument that is always ignored is that normally the liberal elite are attacking the conservative elite, and it's all elite versus elite, so it's all still elitist politics and games going on. It's all the same thing, I think. But yeah, so it's an interesting one for sure. I really don't believe in deplatforming though, and I don't see what even Twitter thinks they could possibly be achieving, because yeah, I don't understand it really. I do think maybe public ownership of the social media sites should happen, or they should just get shut down. I think they've really removed a lot of people from, like, reality. As I was saying yesterday about Facebook, I guess, but yeah, yeah, I don't know. I just wonder what it can actually achieve. But yeah, there's my thoughts on Katie Hopkins being banned. I really don't like left-wing people supporting the banning of right-wing people either, and you know, like action against a person just because of who they are and the fact that you don't agree with their personal opinions. I don't like everyone jumping on this bandwagon of, oh yeah, this is an amazing thing, because what about when the tables turn? What about when it's suddenly socialist stuff that's no longer allowed on Twitter? You're going to support everyone being permanently banned then? You know, if it can happen one way, it can happen the other way. And I don't like any, especially a private company that we have no control over. I really, really do not want them being able to make the choice over who gets to talk and who doesn't. And who gets to have a platform and who doesn't. Because that is the one good thing about the internet, is it is a leveler in some sense in that regard, you know, in terms of accessing information and being able to publish your own information. And I don't think that should be taken away from anyone. Even like Alex Jones, Tommy Robinson, I don't agree with either of them people. Alex Jones stuff on secret societies from back in the day, before he went, like, that was actually pretty interesting stuff. But now he talks about lizard people with the same seriousness, and you know, so who knows. But yeah, I don't think taking their platform away changes anything. I don't think it stops people following them. I don't think it stops people supporting them. I think the only thing it stops is people who don't like that being able to see that so much. That doesn't mean it's gone away. That's the other thing. You know, you can say, oh, I don't like seeing that because it hurts me, it offends me, it hurts my feelings. I'd rather know that people were saying it, though. And it's that kind of stuff, censorship and cancel culture, that I think is quite worryingly we're moving that way. So yeah, anyway.